When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoffs, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Leaves it with the running back. Crosses the 40. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Longhorns are rolling down the field. They'll try the run. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Now the play fake. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Longhorns! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hart. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Breaks into the open. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give to the back. Breaks the tackle. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Mississippi State going up tempo. They'll try to run for it. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Power football with the run.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Here we go, here we go.
Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
The Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll go to the ground. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Going with the ground game left. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Set ready.
From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it! This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And the Bulldogs are threatening on 1st and goal.
Let's go. Let's go. Cornhole, 88.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Base 27 jump. 180.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And he puts through the extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll leave it with him. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
He'll pull it down. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Reinbold. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
I tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Caught close to the marker. It's Reinbold. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. The Longhorns are marching down the field. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Reinbold. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Bird Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, and making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Now on second down. They just keep firing. This time it's complete. And he's knocked down. You know what they need. You know what they want. And you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Fires to the middle. Looking to get it in. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Now the toss. Touchdown, Texas! Great job by the back on the option.
And you got to be so disciplined when you play the option. You got to keep your eyes on your guy. They lost track of the pitch man. The quarterback pitches it to him. He takes it in the house. Got to be a little bit more sound on defense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Sends it back in motion. Here's the handoff. Shakes off the defender. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
They give it to him again. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and take it back. Makes a move. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line.
Texas offense will take over.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Reinbold. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's moving out of the pocket. It's complete to the right. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. At the 20, he's got space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Number 3.
That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Washington has the lead right now. Feels like we've heard the air raid sirens a few times today, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over Iowa. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10.
1st and 10.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this...
There he goes! Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Might as well give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Mississippi State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Looking downfield on 1st down. Using the quick game. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Okay, Frank. Here we go, here we go.
He wants to change this route.
Okay, ready?
Looking to throw again. Got his man. Turning it on. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to sling it on second down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Bulldogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll give it to him again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Wants to fire on second down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got a man. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it first and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. Breaks into the open. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. The Longhorns want to move quickly. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Makes the grab. They'll immediately call timeout.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners.
Going over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking to throw on third and short. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Lets it fly. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Bringing it back. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick.
Oh, he's got some space. The 40, the 30. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. He'll try the left side. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Physical playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Quarterback making checks. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Firing to the end zone. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's inside the 40, the 20, the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas! It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn it on the Jets, making the big play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Travis. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He might want another play. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes the catch. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on fourth down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your two-possession lead.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. Touchdown Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Travis. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Got him in the open. It's a seam wide open. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Bringing the heat. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Gonna look downfield again. He's got it on the move. Gets out of bounds after the big game, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And the offense can continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying.
There he goes. Finds a little space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Washington has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 29 over Iowa. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Going to try to get it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept his drive moving. And the Bulldogs racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained when you lose it.
He's forced out of bounds well behind the line of scrimmage, and the defense will take it as a sack.
Well, as a quarterback, you've got to know when the play is over, and you got to mitigate your losses. That time, he was just trying to do too much. He thought he was back in high school and everything was taken away, and he could just pirouette, make a guy miss, and turn it into a home run. Nothing doing, and he takes a big loss on that run.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short, got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's complete. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Tight end now in motion. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly.
Turning it on! Got the 1st down and more. Rustled out of bounds at the 26, a huge pickup on the ground.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Deep shot for the end zone. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And to open the 4th quarter, they'll start with a field goal attempt. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. Why not get everybody's heart pumping a little bit, bounce it off that right upright and through. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Making side adjustments here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the 1st down.
Man, does that sting. Defensively, you get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He'll take another shot here. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's pass. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Just keep slinging it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
They'll keep it on the ground. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Lost the defense, is wide open. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Longhorns! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Second down, he'll throw it. Scrambling away. Flips it out in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Motion from the back. Leaves it with the back. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Offense facing fourth down.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the...
Breaks into the open. He has the first and still on his feet. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. quarterback run is part of their game plan. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Yeah, and that's fumbles in consecutive weeks. Coaches don't like that. They start to, you know what happens is the trust factor goes out the window. I don't want to run you as much because I can't trust you as much, especially in big spots. Got to hold on to that football.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Open space at the 25. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock. I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. Got his man on the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And that's why, as a defense, you can stay in your base personnel because of that linebacker. You don't have to substitute DBs to take on these receivers out in space. This linebacker is quick, he's athletic, and he is outstanding tackling people in the open field.
Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. Trying to pick up a first down.
Ready. Set, ready.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly complete. On the move at the 30. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He's going for the goal line. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. And coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
And the Texas offense will take over. First and 10.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Quick pass on the fly motion. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
That is how a quick strike offense flips the field, and now they're in business trying to cash in after that huge play. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.